This is Darshana Gauchan with your B2B Cambodia Market update for September 12, 2025. The Cambodia Securities Exchange Index was up 0.76 points or 0.19% and closed at 404.76. Total trade volume was up with 58,793 shares changing hands at a total value of 358.7 million real or over $89,000. On the main board, 4 stocks were up. Leading the market was Pestec Cambodia, up 0.76% or 20 real to 2,640 real per share, followed by Akleda Bank, which rose 0.59% or 40 real to 6,800 real per share. MJQ Education and Grand Twins International were also up. On the downside, Royal Group Phnom Penh SEZ was the biggest loser of the day, dropping 0.48% or 10 real to 2,060 real per share. Phnom Penh Water Supply Authority was also down 0.32% or 20 real to 6,200 real per share. Meanwhile, the 3 remaining stocks on main board stayed flat. Over on the growth board, DVD Engineering dropped 0.49% or 10 real to 2,020 real per share, while JS Land stayed flat at 2,770 real per share. Akleda Bank recorded the highest trade volume of the day with 41,220 shares changing hands at a total value of 279.4 million real or above $70,000, approximately 70% of the total trade volume on Friday. Phnom Penh Water Supply Authority recorded the second highest trade volume of the day with 9,223 shares changing hands, valued at 57 million real or over $14,000, about 16% of the total trade volume on September 12th. Moving on to the exchange rate, the Khmer Real to USD was stable at 4,008 real per US dollar, while the US dollar index was down to 97.70. Looking at global commodities, oil prices steadied on Friday as concern about oversupply and weaker U.S. demand were offset by supply disruption risks from conflict in the Middle East and Ukraine. Brent crude futures rose 11 cents or 0.2% to $66.49 a barrel, and U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude gained 4 cents to $62.41. Gold prices rose to hover near a record high scaled earlier in the week as concerns over a weak labor market in the U.S. cemented expectations of multiple interest rate cuts by the end of the year, boosting demand for the yellow metal. Spot gold was up 0.3% at $3,643.07 per ounce, near an all-time high of $3,673.95 touched on Tuesday. Bullion has gained 1.6% so far this week and was headed for its 4th straight weekly gain. U.S. gold futures for December delivery were up 0.2% at $3,680.80. U.S. stock futures inched lower on Friday as Wall Street took stock of the U.S. economy from a lofty record-setting perch ahead of the Federal Reserve's highly anticipated decision on interest rates next week. As of the time of the Cambodian market's closing, Dow Jones Industrial Average futures and S&P 500 futures both edged down roughly 0.1%. Contracts on the tech-heavy Nasdaq 100 slipped just below the flat line. All 3 major indices railed to records on Thursday, with the Dow closing above 46,000 for the first time. This was Darshana Gauchan with your B2B Cambodia Market update for September 12th. Have a great weekend.